Okay, I don't even know where to begin. Okay, look at this. Okay, um, I have a lot of amazing followers, a lot of amazing subscribers, people who follow me on Instagram, people who follow me on Facebook groups and all that stuff. There's a lot of amazing people, okay? Um, there's a few individuals that I talk almost every other day, and they're amazing people. One of them, um, okay, you guys already saw the thumbnail and the the title of the video, and I'm sorry I'm all kind of mumbling because I am absolutely in shock because what I got in this box is absolutely going to blow you guys. It blew my mind. It's still blowing my mind. Okay, let me show you. Let me tell you what happened. I was First of all, this person wants to be anonymous, which makes him even more amazing because he doesn't want a pat on the back or any attaboys or wow, you go, you're the coolest person. So we always send pictures to each other and we talk about camera stuff. And he sent me. It was on my birthday. My birthday was just last week, and I don't know how the discussion came up, but I was in my car, and I don't know how he knew it was my birthday, or I just said, hey, I don't remember, but this is where I start to remember. For whatever reason, I said, for my birthday, I want a Fujifilm x-T3. And because he has all these cameras and he loves cameras as much as I do, and we always talk about the x-T3, and if you know me, I've always mentioned about the x-T3. It's one of my cameras that I so dearly want. So as I told him, hey, for my birthday, I want an x-T3, just joking around. He said, okay, done. And I said, funny. So I said, yeah, send it over to me and whatever, right? And he said, okay, I'm going to need your address. And so I gave him my address, joking around. I said, here's my address. And my wife was actually next to me in the car, and I pulled over to type out the address. And I told her, someone, I can't say his name because he doesn't want to be named. I said, he's going to send me a camera, just joking around. Let me just send him this information. And then about an hour later, he messaged me, but I was busy or I was driving and I couldn't read the text, but I seen that he texted me. And he texted me and said, I'm going to need your phone number, but it was an hour later. Said, oh, I'm so sorry I didn't get your text till right now. And then he said, don't worry, I gave him my phone number. And I said, who are we talking about? And he said, UPS. I said, okay. And I'm going along with this joke, right? And so as the joke went on, I said, hey, when I receive that Fuji x-T3, I'm going to make a YouTube video and tell people how great you are. And he said, please don't do that. And I said, okay, I'll make a YouTube video, but I won't mention you. He said, okay, that's fine. And then an hour later or so, he sent me a UPS tracking number. And it looked like it was just old or something, like he found in the car from something else. He took a photo and sent it to me, and in my mind, I'm going to say, ha, ha, ha. But I was acting like it was real, like just joking around. So I said, oh, great, I'll be expecting it and can't wait, right? And then 2 days later, as a joke, I went on Google and I searched for someone holding a Fuji x-T3, just as a joke. And I said, hey, I got the Fuji, thanks, it's great. And he said, oh, that's great, how many boxes came? And I said, only one. He said, well, that was super quick. How did you get it that fast? And I go, I don't know. I guess they're fast delivery service. And he said, oh, great. And we went on about our day, right? Well, and then he sent me some pictures of some flowers, and he does amazing photography on flowers, like the best I've ever seen. It's like really, really, really good flower photography and all that stuff. And so 5 days went by, and I picked my wife up at work, and that's the address I gave him. And she gets in the car and we're driving and she goes, oh, I forgot there's a package for you at the store. And I'm like, a package? And she asked me, did you order some? I said, no, I didn't order anything. And I do know there's this one company from China that wants to send me a monitor to review. and it's been a while, and sometimes it takes a while for those to get. So I'm thinking it was that. The next day comes by, I let her off, and as I'm driving away, like, oh, the package. So I did a U-turn. I said, hey, can you bring the package out? She says, it's really big. I don't know, maybe you should just get it on your way back. So no, I'm so curious of what this is. And I'm thinking a big package for the LCD screen. And I said, it's just too big. And then when they brought the package out, this is the package right here. There's no way this is a package for an LCD screen, right? And there's no way this is a package. And then I started thinking, did he send me the x-T3? But look at it was heavy, and it's like there's no way it's x-T3. I have no idea what this is. So I pulled over immediately, and I said, I got to see what's inside here. And when I opened this thing up, I was absolutely in shock at what I found in the box. I mean, I have no words, and that's why I'm bumbling around here, because this would happen today, right? So I'm going to show you what an amazing person this is. I want to say his name so bad, but I'm not. Look what he gave me. Okay, this is craziness. Okay, so look. This is just really ridiculous. Fujifilm, 50 to 230 millimeter lens, f4.5 to 6.7. 35 millimeter f2 WR. 50 millimeter, did I say that? No, that was 35 millimeter. Sorry, I'm going too quick. 50 millimeter f2 WR. Another Fuji lens. Can we see all those? No, we can't see them. Okay, next. Sorry. 18 to 135, f3.5 to f5.6, another Fuji lens. I'm going to have to put this over here. Another Fuji lens, 60 millimeter, f2.4, macro, which I do a lot of macro photography for work. Then we got to an x-T3 battery grip. This is actually amazing because you can run mains power off of this, and I think you can charge the batteries in it, but I don't know. I'll have to check that out. And then lo and behold, the freaking Fuji x-T3 camera right here. I am just shocked, and I just don't even know what to say. If you're watching, the beautiful human being who got me this, who sent this to me, if you are watching, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really do. Sincerely, this is the most amazing thing that anybody's ever sent me. It's absolutely crazy, especially these are like the dream camera that I wanted, and you got it for me. This is amazing. And it's hard to say it without your name, but dude, thank you so much. And it goes a long way. Now, if you're a YouTuber and you have a YouTube channel and you're watching this right now, do not take your subscribers for granted. Don't just say, hey, at the end of the video, just say, hey, if you like my channel, subscribe to me. And then just never give anything back, and I don't mean necessarily give anything back. And the funny thing about this video is I was going to make a video like this, exactly what I'm about to talk about now, way before I ever got any material things. Okay, so if you're a YouTuber, pay attention to your subscribers. Tell them how much you care, and I care so much about my subscribers. I thank you guys so much for subscribing to my channel, for giving me thumbs up, for giving me corrective criticism, for sharing your work with me through private messages and messages in the descriptions and all that stuff. I adore you guys. I thank you so much for being a part of this community here. And as you can see here, we've got behind the photo, this is me and David Osler's show that we do live every week on Tuesday on my channel starting at 8 o'clock, and then next Tuesday on his channel. So we go back and forth. And I just want to thank you guys so much for subscribing to me. And when I got this in the mail, I was just floored and said, man, today's the day to do this video. And if you're a YouTuber, pay attention to your subscribers, because you are where you are because of your subscribers. If you had no subscribers, you wouldn't be where you're at. And I don't care if you got 20 subscribers or 20 million subscribers. Pay attention to them. There's so many like channels that I actually subscribe to. I told my friend, I was joking, I don't subscribe to nobody. I do subscribe to people and I support their channels. But some of those channels, they get so caught up in just give me subscriptions and that's it. Where if you go through all of their like messages, in their description, not their description, but in the messages that people can leave, you see all these messages saying, hey, great job, good work, dude. And then the YouTuber never acknowledges them. They never give them a thumb up. They never give them a heart. And then maybe you scroll down 500 pages and there's like, oh, thanks. And that's it. I mean, come on, guys. Give back to your subscribers. And I'm not sure exactly why, he was so gracious to send this to me. And I can only imagine it's because I give, even though I'm a really busy person, I give my time, even in personal messages, to answer questions and to help people with their gear and to give them knowledge that I have aside from YouTube. And I know several people have, my friend in Miami, Eyal, I can't pronounce his name quite the way he pronounces it. He's an amazing human being. We talk all the time. We became good friends. And why that is because I took time out to answer their questions, not just say thanks or hey. And just that's all I say is just pay attention to your subscribers. Thank them for being here. And I know when you get more subscribers, you can't answer everybody. I still have, I might be at 8,000 and some subscribers now, and I literally like answer everybody's question. The more you grow, the harder it is. But when I go to YouTube channels and I just scroll down and like the guy never thanked or mentioned anybody or even thumbs up, it's like, dude, I'm going to unsubscribe because just give a little love, by just a thumbs up. And I've been there too. There's a certain YouTuber that is huge now, but when I was like supporting him and saying, hey man, great work, and that was nice, and blah, 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 never once did he ever give me a thumbs up or nothing, just nothing, And I just said, forget it. He doesn't deserve my subscription. And it wasn't just me like I was sour. It was like everybody. You go scroll, and he just never says anything to anybody. So if you're a YouTuber, love your subscribers, tell them how much you appreciate them, and it's not just actions are louder than words. Answer their questions, give them at least a thumbs up, thumbs up, heart, and all that stuff. So, man, that's why I want to do this video. And I'm a Christian, and I believe that God sends people your way, and if you just pour out your love to people, even if they answer bad or they troll you, you can either ignore them or come back with something positive and nice and don't bicker with them, and you'll be blessed. I mean, this is a huge blessing for me. It's if I keep talking, I'll start crying, and I'm not going to do that. But it's a blessing. So I'm going to edit that if I cry. So just love people, and the trolls, don't troll no more. If you're one of those people who say like, life's a bitch or life sucks, and you're walking around life with a grumpy attitude, and that's the attitude you have, that life's a bitch and life sucks and all that, well, you're creating your own world. You're creating that crappy time you're having here on planet Earth. Just if someone's rude to you, be kind back or just ignore them and just show love. Don't troll. Don't do these things, and you'll find that your life, it's not sucky. You're gonna have bad times, but man, that's all I wanted to say. I'm going to keep rambling on here. Thank you so much for who you are, who sent this to me. Absolutely amazing. And all the stuff I do here, I don't ask for anything in return. The only thing I ask for is subscriptions and thumbs up and leave comments. That's all I ever ask for. So this was a huge blessing. What a nice gesture it is. And I'm going to always cherish this. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Just love everybody. Be nice. Be honest. Talk to you guys later. Bye.